to the channel. We are here in Shin Osaka in Japan, getting ready to start our vacation. Guys, buckle up. We're going to be visiting Hiroshima. We'll be visiting Kyoto and Nara area, as well as heading into Tokyo and exploring there. So get ready to join us on this very fun adventure in this wonderful country. Okay, so today we are riding the Nozomi, which is the fastest of the Shinkansen here in Japan. It is not included in the JR Pass. It should be arriving shortly. This is not it. The next one is going to be us.
Welcome to the Shinkansen. This is the Nozomi Super Express, bound for Tokyo.
I bought some food at the station, so let me show you what I've got right here. I've got pretzels, a banana, and a sandwich. The sandwich is egg salad on one side and tuna on the other. Should be interesting. And then I got a little peanut M&Ms. And let's show you what Rob got. Rob went to Starbucks.
Got a ham and cheese sandwich. And a scone. And of course, a little Coke.
His coffee substitute.
So, if you want to guess how much all this cost me here, a lot less than it would at home. This was all about $6.
All right, well, we're settled into our seats and ready for this quick ride up to Tokyo.
Welcome to the Shinkansen. This is the Nozomi Super Express, bound for Tokyo. We will be stopping at Kyoto, Nagoya, Shin Yokohama, and Shinagawa stations before arriving at Tokyo Terminal. Smoking is not allowed on this train, except in the designated smoking rooms located in cars 3 and 15. The smoking room in car number 10 is for passengers in the green cars. Please refrain from smoking in the train, including areas at suspicious item or behavior, please notify staff immediately. Thank you.
です。東海道線、山陰線、湖西線、奈良線の近鉄線、地下鉄線がお乗り換えです。今日も新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございました。京都を出ますと次は名古屋に止まります。
We will soon make a brief stop at Kyoto. Passengers going to the Tokaido, Sanrin, Kosei, Nara, Kintetsu, and subway lines, please change trains here at Kyoto. We will depart shortly after arriving at Kyoto, so please be ready to get off before the train stops. Thank you.
まもなく京都です。折口右側です。まもなく京都に到着します。折口右側です。Please soon make a brief stop at Kyoto Station. The doors on the right side are open. Please watch your step when you get to the train. 名古屋を出ますと次は新横浜に止まります。
We will soon make a brief stop at Nagoya. Passengers going to the Tokaido, Chuo, Kansai, Meitetsu, Kintetsu, Aonami, and subway lines, please change trains here at Nagoya. We will depart shortly after arriving at Nagoya, so please be ready to get off before the train stops. Thank you.
ご乗車ありがとうございました。まもなく名古屋です。14番線到着、お出口右側です。乗り換えのご案内をいたします。お名は728号東京行き14時8分15番線からです。お忘れ物を落とし物ないようにください。またお降りの際には足元にお気をつけください。Please soon make a brief stop at Nagoya Station. The doors on the right side will be open. Please watch your step when you get to the train.
新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この電車はのぞみ号東京行きです。途中の停車駅は新横浜、品川です。この電車は全席禁煙となっております。お玉のお座りのお客様は喫煙ルームをご利用ください。普通車の喫煙ルームは3号車、15号車、グリーン車の喫煙ルームは10号車にあります。携帯電話はマナーモードに切り替えるなど周りのお客様のご迷惑とならないように
Shinkansen stations before arriving at Tokyo Terminal. If you would like to put your luggage behind the seats at the last row, the sections near the door, please inform the crew. Hazardous items are used at stations and trains. We will soon make a brief stop at Shin Yokohama. Passengers going to the Yokohama, Sotetsu Shin Yokohama, Tokyo Shin Yokohama, and municipal subway lines, please change trains here at Shin Yokohama. We will depart shortly after arriving at Shin Yokohama, so please be ready to get off before the train stops. Thank you.
京浜東北線、東北高崎常磐線、東海道線、横須賀線、総武線と京浜急行線はお乗り換えです。今日も新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございました。品川を出ますと次は終点東京です。
We will soon make a brief stop at Shinagawa. Passengers going to the Yamanote, Keihin Tohoku, Tohoku, Takasaki, Joban, Tokaido, Yokosuka, Sobu, and Keihin Kyuko lines, please change trains here at Shinagawa. We will depart shortly after arriving at Shinagawa, so please be ready to get off before the train stops. Thank you.
All right, we'll be arriving soon to Tokyo and then we'll be ready to explore.
We will arrive at Tokyo Terminal in a few minutes. Passengers going to the Chuo, Yamanote, Keihin Tohoku, Tohoku, Takasaki, Joban, Sobu, and Keio lines, or to the Tohoku, Joetsu, and Hokuriku Shinkansen trains, or to subway lines, please change trains here at Tokyo Terminal. Thank you.
All right, so we arrived at Tokyo Station. We got in the taxi line, got a taxi, and we are here at our hotel. This is the Ichi Hotel, ICI Hotel, and it is in Ueno, which is not too far from Akihabara area. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour around the room before we head out and grab some food and start to explore Tokyo. So we start right here by the door, and you do have to put in the key, and you can see what the name of the hotel is right there, ICI Hotel. You put the key in there for electricity like you do in most places, and then right here is your air conditioning. We've already turned that down a little bit because it is very warm outside. And then here is the bathroom. Power light switch, and then this one is for the fan. It has a low setting and a high setting. I've already figured that out. I ran the Google Lens through that. Okay, we've got a washlet, which is really nice. Here is the panel for it. and it's nice, kind of explains. This is a pretty simple one. It just has the front and the rear and then high and low here. Some of them are a little bit more intensive with what they do. The sink, nice little tub area. And you can sit in there maybe with your legs bent. I might be able to extend mine, they're not that long. And you've got some amenities here, shampoo, conditioner, and body soap, and then some hand wash there. So we're gonna head out to the regular part of the room here, and let's take a look at that real quick. It looks like this is practically a king-size bed, I think, which is really quite hard to find here in Japan. So we are excited about that. Our last place had a much smaller bed. So this is really nice. This will be glorious. And in Japanese style, in your hotel room, you get pajamas. So we've got some pajamas included. We have a nice desk area here. We'll edit our videos there. This is nice. And then we have a little fridge here. And they do have a microwave available downstairs and also laundry room available. They also have a dehumidifier, which is off right now. I think it's either humidifier or dehumidifier. I haven't run the Google Lens through it, so I don't know yet. But anyways, I think we're gonna head out and grab something to eat because we had you already saw what we ate on the train, just some sandwiches. So I think our bellies will be ready to be filled with some goodness. So we'll see what we can spot out there. And depending on what it looks like, we might bring you guys along. Putting the melody in. Let's see if I can do a better job here. Why is it not going? Oh, the coin came back out. Here we go. No. Wah, wah, wah.
got it.
It was worth it?
I got 2 guys now. I got 2 fighters. Stage 2.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you around a few of the neighborhoods here in Tokyo. This is Akihabara and it is best seen at night, as well as Harajuku, and there's also Shibuya, and there is, let's see, what's the other one? One more, what was it? Shinjuku, Shibuya, Shinjuku are 2. You can see day and night, both of them are really cool, also at night as well as during the day. And then Harajuku and Akihabara, definitely really cool to hang out at night. So let's go take a walk here and then I'll show you some of the other ones too.
This is a message from Title City, calling for attention. Smoking while walking the building are banned after the law. You aren't smoking while walking, are you? Could it be that you were thinking of leaving cigarette back on the street for a ticket? Smoking while walking the litter are prohibited. Observe good smoking manners for safety of all unwanted roads. Thank you for keeping Title City safe and free.
We're going to take you inside the 2020 Olympic Stadium here in Tokyo, Japan. So buckle up for the tour. Here we go. Okay, we're starting the tour. We're here in the elevator headed down to the second basement, which is I think where the athlete lockers and stuff are. So let's go take a look at that.
Hello.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
All right, so we're down in the area where the athletes signed the wall here. So this is signed by the athletes. Kind of just, you know, get each other psyched up a little bit for it. Check it out. All right, we're entering the flash interview area. This is where the athletes would and the coaches would get interviewed. So when you see those quick little interviews afterwards, this is where it would be. Okay, so we're out here on the field. Oh my goodness, what a cool feeling. I can't even imagine what it's like to be an actual Olympic athlete walking out here and seeing this. How exciting, and especially probably a really emotional experience in 2020. Let's take a look at, they've got some of the track and field accoutrements out here. Look at this. If you ever think that you can do the hurdles, forget about it. Look at this thing. It's as big as I am practically. Do you think I could clear this? Absolutely not. Reb says absolutely not. And I say absolutely not, huh?
You can go under it.
I could go under it. That's the only way that we could do it, is if I go under it. Look at this thing. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I can do is go under it. There's some starting blocks over here. And I think they've got maybe the pits up here where they were doing the jumps. Let's go take a look at those too. All right, so we've made our way up here to the highest level, kind of almost to the nosebleed section up here, and take a look at this field. It's so beautiful. Look at this. It's nice that it's such a pretty day today. It was actually raining yesterday. So this stadium tour is actually really interesting. It's easy, it's fun, it's self-guided, so you can take your time. They have lots of really fun interactive things to do along the way, and lots of fun memorabilia too from the games. They were obviously Tokyo 2020, but played in 2021 for obvious reasons. Today we are trying out something new, and it is an activity that Rab and I both love. It is baseball, and we're going to check that out here in Tokyo. Our hotel is directly across the street from the stadium, so we're going to go over there and check that out in a minute. A couple of things. We did stop at the team store, got myself a hat so I can blend in as a team fan, and also got this little guy, and we'll talk more about that later when we get to the game. But we were able to secure the tickets by purchasing them directly from the team online. Went to their website at the appropriate time and purchased them. Then they send you an email, and with that email they give you instructions to go to any 7-Eleven here and let them know that you are doing ticket pickup, and show them the electronic code for your tickets, and then they dispense them for you. And that's exactly what happened. We showed up at 7-Eleven and she printed out these guys for us and had us review them. Everything looked good, and we were out the door and ready to go. So we are excited to head down. It's a really cool experience, totally different than what it's like watching baseball in America, and we are huge baseball fans, so we're looking forward to going down there and hanging out with the locals here in this neighborhood and checking out this game. So let's head over to the stadium across the street and see what it looks like there. All right, so the gates opened like an hour and a half before the game, and as you can see already behind me, we're here right when the gates opened, and it's quite a hub of activity back there. There's already people waiting in line to get in the bleacher seats, and all the ticketed people and buying merchandise and food. So it's a pretty fun atmosphere out here, even though they're not in the running just yet for the season, but they don't care. They're just here for baseball and to have some fun. All right, we're excited in here. We've got lots of activity for an hour and a half before the game. This place is jam-packed. All of the food queues are completely full. It's a wild scene, but it is an organized wild scene. Now, we talked earlier about the umbrella. This is what it looks like. Look at this cute little tiny umbrella. And you know what they use it for? When their team scores a run, these come out. The band plays some music, and then they all start cheering. They all have a song that they do together. We, of course, were not able to figure out what that was all about, but it was fun. We joined in. We brought the umbrella, but we'll show you guys what that looks like right here. In Tokyo at Tokyo Station, and we are headed to Shin Osaka Station in Osaka. Okay, not too bad so far. So once we scanned our QR code, the machine dispensed a ticket for us, and so we used that to get in, found the track number, and so now we're just waiting on the train to get here. They do mark the little stops here and kind of tells you which car, so we know which car we're in. And so we look up at the numbers and it tells us where our train car is, so that'll make it really easy. Once the train gets here, you can just walk right in and you're right at your train car.
Nozomi号新大阪行きです。途中の停車駅は品川、新横浜、名古屋、京都です。
Welcome to the Shinkansen. This is the Nozomi Super Express bound for Shin Osaka. We will be stopping at Shinagawa, Shin Yokohama, Nagoya, and Kyoto stations before arriving at Shin Osaka Terminal. The conductor's room is in car number 8. Thank you.
Shin Osaka Station. The doors on the right side will open. Please watch your step when you enter the train.
ご利用いただけません。お座席分離の2棚をご利用ください。2棚をご利用になるときは、落下防止のため、2棚からはみ出さないようにお乗せください。May I have your attention, please? In the compartment of the reserved seat car, the space at the back is an oversized baggage area. The baggage corner next to wash basin is an oversized baggage compartment. These are only available to passengers who have made a reservation. Passengers who have not made a reservation will not be able to use it. Please use the overhead rack. Please be careful when you put your baggage on the overhead rack, as it may fall. 東海道線、大阪東線と地下鉄線がお乗り換えです。今日も新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございました。
We will arrive at Shin Osaka Terminal in a few minutes. Passengers going to the Todaiji, Osaka Hiroshima and subway lines, please change trains here at Shin Osaka. Thank you.
Alright guys, that is it for the ride on the Shinkansen. We had a fabulous ride. What did you think?
Oh, that was awesome. It was so smooth. It was really a great ride. It was so fast. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah, we loved the train ride. It was one of the smoothest ever. So we are here in Osaka. We're going to explore for a while and see what there is to do here.
All right, guys, we are at the Kyocera Dome here in Osaka, getting ready to watch the team here play. And the two top teams are up for first place right now. So it is a pretty popular game today. We stood in line for about an hour to get tickets for today's game, and we were able to secure those, and then we stood in line to get in, so we're a little bit sweaty, and we got inside the field here and found our spot. We're gonna go get something to eat now, but I'll show you what our seats look like. Let's head that way. But before we head over to the seats, I wanted to share a funny little snippet from getting tickets. So we stood in line, and we were about the 10th people in line for the tickets. And so it was gonna be like an hour and a half before they started selling the tickets. So people are just standing there, and it was warm out. So all of a sudden, people in front of us started leaving little piles of things in their spot and then just walking away. And we were like, what in the world? Well, that's just how they were holding their place. So then we thought, well, we might as well give it a shot. So we did. We left a bottle of water on top of a bag sitting in a spot where we were. And when we came back 45 minutes later, everything was still there. So that was really cool. I'll show you a picture over here of what that looked like. But that was kind of a cool experience of what things are like here in Japan. Okay, so first order of business. We've been running around all day today. Didn't have lunch, so we think we'll start out the game before the game here with something in our bellies. So we stopped and got something to eat at a place called Steakhouse Jack. And we've got some Japanese fried chicken, is what they call it, with French fries. And then this is steak with French fries. And you get that with your chopsticks to eat and with the little toothpick to eat. Also got a soda, and you'll see a lid and a straw. Amazing. I hate going to the ball games and to concerts and stuff, and you don't ever get the lid or the straw. It's very nice to have that. And then I also got this special drink that's for the team. It's like a Buffalo's lemonade or something like that. So cheers, we're gonna enjoy this and then go in and find our seats. One thing we've noticed at the couple of games that we've gone to here in Japan is that there is a re-entry allowed. You just get a stamp on your hand, kind of like when you went to the club back in the day, or maybe you still do. You get a stamp and you can leave and come back in with your ticket and the stamp on your hand. So the stamp is on you and then you bring the ticket back in. That way they know the same person is coming back into the game. Probably one of the reasons for that is because you can bring outdoor food in. A lot of times there's like food trucks and different places that you can purchase foods outside of the stadium, but the food in here is actually quite reasonable. The food that we had earlier, the steak and fries was $7.50 and the chicken and fries was $5, which is quite reasonable when you think what it would normally cost at a US baseball game. It'd be a lot more than that. So very reasonable prices in the stadium, but you can get stuff for even cheaper outside the stadium. Okay, we are walking here in Dotonbori. This is probably the most popular street here, so let's take a walk. So I'm going to take you to a few of the highlights of the city. First one up is Shitennoji Temple, or actually Shitennoji Shrine. It is the oldest believed shrine, first to be built by the state. So let's go check that out. Okay, I'm out of breath because turns out you can climb the tower, so I'm up here at the top. Let me show you around. All right, we are finished exploring here at Shitennoji. We are going to head on to the next spot. I think we're gonna go over to Osaka Castle. Let's go look at that. Okay, so we are at Osaka Castle, well, the park surrounding it, and it's a pretty warm day today. You can probably see some sweat on me. So last time we were here, we walked up So today I'm taking a shortcut. I'm gonna ride the train up there and walk back. So do half of it today. So train up and walk back, and it's 400 yen for each way per person to ride the train there, and then you buy another ticket there and you come back with it, or you do like me, just buy one way and then walk back. Okay, we are boarded on the train and we'll be taking off soon.
This train will be leaving shortly, so please be seated. 皆の者、いかがかな？敵に極楽橋に到着。ここで降りれば敵がもうすぐじゃ。また、調理ではラフでも出ておるぞ。何と楽しんでいかれよ。We will soon be arriving at.
All right, so the train was definitely worth it. Drops you off at the back entrance. You walk up the steps, up the ramp, and around to the front. We'll walk up there and I'll show you what that looks like. But Osaka Castle is the largest castle in Japan. It sits about 50 meters above the ground level below, completely surrounded by a moat. So let's go explore the front of it. You will note this time it is not raining. The last time we came here it was raining profusely, but I do have my umbrella out because it is so toasty. Today the high is 93 and it feels like 103, so just keep that in mind if you're coming in summer. It is very warm out, guys, so be very careful. Use your sunblock, get those little fans, anything you can to cool yourself down, keep yourself safe, and make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. So we're gonna go on to the next spot now. We're gonna go look at another shrine, a very interesting one as well. So let's go check that out. Before we do that, I do wanna mention that I do not recommend doing all of these activities in one day. I'm just kind of showing you a little overview of all the different things that you can do here in Osaka, and you can kind of schedule them accordingly depending on how much time you wanna spend at each one. So let's move on to the next one now. Okay, we are at Namba Yasaka Shrine, and right here you'll see the lion's mouth that protects the shrine, which is on this side of me, and then over here is where you do your cleansing before you go in to do your prayers and your offerings. So let's go over there and take a look at it. Alright guys, we are here in Osaka and headed over to Universal Studios. We're staying at this hotel right here. You want to see how close the Universal Studios is? It's right there. We can actually hear the people screaming on the coaster from our room. If you haven't seen the hotel room tour, make sure to check that out. This is the highest rated hotel here near the studios, and so we're going to be walking over there and going ahead and checking in. Alright, so we arrived at the train station back here behind me, and our tickets, we bought 1.5 day passes. And on the first day you can go in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you have until they close, which is 8 o'clock, and then you have the whole day the next day. So we opted for that option, and we got to walk through City Walk here, which you can see behind me as I'm walking through. So we're gonna go up here and get all checked in. It's almost time. We have about 5-6 minutes, and then we'll get in there and see what all we can get into. All right, so we made it into the park. got our passes scanned, and we were able to check in to go to Super Nintendo World. So we're looking forward to that. We've got tickets for that later on this evening. We are here on the main dragway. Make sure if you don't already have a way into Super Nintendo World and you don't have the express passes, get here early so you can get your bag checked and you can get into the park, because once your ticket is scanned into the park is when you can register to get your Super Nintendo World pass. So make sure you do that. Get in line early and get here, and then they'll scan you in and you'll be ready to go. So right now we're gonna head on in here and explore before we head over to Super Nintendo World during our ticketed time. Alright guys, so we came to get a little snack here. We're gonna split this meal. For about $21 we spent on the two. The drinks are unlimited, so they just have the drink machines down there. We got the minion burger with onion rings and fries. And then we also got the cream puff dessert. That looks really good. And you get a salad with it as well. So we're gonna split all of this, and then we each had to get a drink. So this was one set and this was one set, but altogether it was about $21. So we're gonna go ahead and gobble this up, and then we're gonna head back out to the park and walk around. All right, we got into Harry Potter's Wizarding World, so we're gonna walk around here and explore. Check out the castle behind me. There's a ride inside there. Waits about 16 minutes on that one, and there's 70 minutes on this one here. But just about everything else you can get into. The shops don't seem too busy, and it doesn't seem like there's too many people walking around, but there's quite a few people having a really good time. right, guys, we made it in. Our timed entrance here to Nintendo World. We're gonna walk in and check it out. I'm really excited because I love this game. All right, so that is a wrap on day one. All right, we are on day two. We got into the park early. We got in line about 7:45, and we are in here. We were able to get the area time tickets right away before the park officially opens, 10 minutes before. So we're headed there now, and we'll bring you along as we hop on the rides today.
Let's go.
Yoshi's Challenge, and they have these little eggs right here, and when you see an egg and the course light up, you hit that same color egg on here and you're good to go. Alright, we made it into Pinocchio's Cafe, which is Toad's Cafe, and we've got our number here. We've got our drinks already. I got the Superstar Lemonade. He told me that it would give me a lot of power, so I'm looking forward to that. Or I've got a Coke, and so we're waiting for our meal. We have number 75, and then we will be showing you what we got in just a minute. Tiramisu is in here. This was mushroom soup and the bacon cheeseburger. And you can take the Mario hat, but you cannot take Toad's hat. It's just to keep your soup warm and to make it extra cute. Okay, so you're probably wondering how much all this costs. The mushroom soup, the tiramisu, and the bacon cheeseburger, plus the 2 drinks. It was 4,900 yen, which is about $33, so really not bad at all for a theme park. But now it's time to dig in. Today we are in Nara Park, and we're going to start out in the Todaiji Temple. All right, we have seen the beautiful Todaiji Temple. Now we're gonna walk around in the park here and just kind of hang out with the deer, see what they get into. I don't think I'm gonna get crackers. I'm just gonna film people with the crackers. I think they get fed quite a lot. They are pretty friendly. They don't approach you if you don't have the crackers. If you have them, then they kind of all mob over to you. But let's walk around here. It looks really pretty. Oh, there's one sitting over here. Let's see what they do as we approach. This one's just sitting here. This is the temple on this side, so it's right in the park. Look at this guy over here. He's sizing me up because he's wondering if I have crackers. I'm pretty sure. So this is the actual entrance to the park here. So we're gonna walk through and see if we can find more deer. There are over 1,200 deer here in the park, and as you can see, they love being fed here. It's always funny to watch. I've seen a couple people get bit, so definitely a tip that our guide told us is that we should hide the crackers, so don't hold the whole package in your hand. Hide it in like your bag or something, and then that way just take a couple of them out at a time, and that way they don't all kind of attack you at once. You can just kind of give them away and then move and give them to another bunch. Otherwise you end up with an entire herd and you end up looking like a sheep herder. So entrance to the park is free. If you want to buy the crackers, obviously there's a charge for that depending on how many you want to buy. And the Todaiji Temple was 600 yen. And for 400 more, so for 1,000, you could also do the museum and go in to see the big Buddha. Up to you. I skipped it today because I think I'm going to see some other really cool stuff too. So I just went with the park, walking around, and then checking out Todaiji Temple. So from here, we move on to the next place. I don't remember what it is, but you'll find out in a second. Okay, the next stop was Arashiyama, and we are in the bamboo forest right now. And then we'll take a look at some of the other fun things around, but let's take a peek here. To come to the bamboo forest, it is free of charge. They do have a temple in here with a garden, so I paid the extra 500 yen and I'm walking around in here now. The garden is beautifully groomed. I'm admiring it so much because I love how perfectly it's brushed, even the gravel, and everything cut and organized, looking good. Whew, it is toasty out here, so I have bought an orange and lemon peel pop to kind of cool me off before I get some lunch. It's real good. Very refreshing. They say this is the Bridge of Troubles. If you walk across it with your love, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and you look back, something bad's gonna happen. So I try not to look back there behind me. Okay, so I got a little bit hungry and decided I'd get something to eat. And I stopped here in this little shop, and there is a little board here that looked like it had something interesting on it. So I took a picture of it with my Google Lens, and then what they do is they have a machine and you pay for the item that you want. It gives you a little ticket, and then the order goes directly to the person at the counter. So you don't have to stand at the counter and order. You can do it just from the picture on the machine. So let me show you what the sign looked like. Right here. And then I came to the machine over here, put my coins in, and then picked what I wanted. And the ticket comes out down here, and then the order goes straight to the person right here in the back, and she told me it would be 8 minutes. So I'm just sitting here waiting, and then I'm going to devour this yummy, I think it's a cheese and pork croquette. Sounds good. I think it's gonna be good. It looks good in the little fake advertisement here. So I'll let you guys join in a second. All right, here it is. It smells amazing. So I'm gonna take a little bite. It's super hot though, so I might burn myself. Okay. Okay, so it's made with potato in there. I feel like potato, cheese, and I think pork is probably more in the center. But it looks really good, look at that. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this view and enjoy my croquette, and then I need to go get on the bus. Okay, so Fushimi Inari Shrine. It is, Fushimi is a region here in Kyoto Prefecture, and Inari is the god of rice. There are thousands of shrines to Inari in Japan, obvious reasons. So yeah, this is the largest of those shrines. And these, you can see the inscription on the back of these torii gates. It's people have donated them because they have come here to pray and they have gotten good luck in their business. So they donated these gates. Now, these, you'll note, are smaller. See that? In comparison to those. And that's because these here have been donated by those businesses don't have quite as much money as those, but these are actually pretty expensive either way. So it's beautiful, and it's a beautiful homage. And that's how come there's so many, because people keep coming back because they're doing well with their business, and so they come back to give thanks and they donate one of the torii gates. So let's keep walking up here. This area here is a small shrine. We're almost to the halfway point. We're just going to keep climbing, but here's some of the messages left from around the world. So we'll continue on here. These are a little bit bigger, so these are businesses that have a little bit more money. It can be up to, I think the bigger ones are around 1,000,000 yen, and the little bit smaller ones are, I think, around 400,000 yen. So a lot of money. I'll put up on the screen here how much that is in US dollars. But these are beautiful, and a beautiful homage to what they came here to do. So you may notice the absence of quite a few people around me. We got here at, I think, about 5:30. So it kind of cleared out, which is nice. And it's rained a little bit, so cooled off. So I'm just gonna keep enjoying this. Today we are taking a trip from Osaka down to Hiroshima. I am gonna take you guys on a ride on a train that has been on my wish list for a long time, and that is the Hello Kitty Shinkansen.
Right here? Yeah. Right here?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey guys, we made it onto the train. Let's take a little tour of the seats.
この列車の指定席は4号車から6号車です。37分の発車です。あと2分ほどお待ちください。
I think I have a problem
So the seats are set up in sets of 3 and 2, and you can see how cute they're so decorated. So they've got these cute little capsule machines here. You gotta get a dedicated coin at the counter, and then you can put it in here. Let's see what I get. Okay, so here's what I got at the shop. I got a bottle of water, and it's shaped like the bullet train, which is really cool. And then I got a hand fan. That's gonna be very handy because it is so toasty out there today, so I'm gonna use that later. And I bought this, so this came inside here, and there's a little machine in the car up there, and you get a dedicated coin from the cashier, and you can get this out of the little machine, the little capsules. And I got this keychain too. So I got 2 keychains really, but that's okay. You can never have too many Hello Kitty keychains. Hey guys, so we made it to Hiroshima, and we are here in Shinkansen Gardens, looking around, starting out in this peaceful spot. It was about a 10-minute walk from the station here, and we're gonna bring you guys along, show you a little bit here in this garden before we move on to the next spot. But enjoy this beautiful garden with us. Guys, it's so beautiful back here. Look at all of this. So this is the spot where the atomic bomb exploded about 600 meters above this building that's obviously since been rebuilt right here. All right, we made it over here to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. So we're gonna go inside and take a look. We'll bring you guys for a little bit of it, but probably won't be filming a lot in there. Well, as you might imagine, it's a pretty sobering experience in the museum, and you learn a lot, and it gives you some differing perspectives regardless of what you thought coming in. Seeing the pictures, seeing the articles, and just hearing the victims' stories too. Just really an experience that you need to have if you come here. So behind me, you'll find this promotion hall. It's the last building left here that was not rebuilt. It's left here as a signal, a sign for hope, for peace, for global peace. And that's really what the city, the vibe you get is it's got a feeling of hope and of peace, and just positive looking forward. So let's continue on and see what else we find. Right in this quiet corner, you will find the Hiroshima Castle, the rebuilt one, and you can walk where the old one used to be. Also, they have markers as you walk along and get in here and past the shrine as well, and then get over here to the castle.